What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, man. And your boy is back, man. It's Fan of Atlanta 365. It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, man. I know I've been gone for a minute. I had to come and give y'all some content, man. I know I ain't been giving y'all no content in a long time. So hey, I just want to let y'all know, man, this is the first episode of the second season of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. And I just want to let y'all know we are back, man. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Share, like, comment on these videos, man, if you got something to say, because you know your boy always coming back, man. Always coming back. So, first I want to shout out to, to J&B Sports Talk, the talk of the South. I'm sorry, J&B, the talk of the South, man. Y'all go support the channel. Right now we still trying to work out the kinks, and eventually we're gonna start the YouTube channel. Hopefully we may pull up that date, but right now we got it for August of 2021. Switching over to the YouTube thing. But until then, man, hey, y'all keep enjoying it. Y'all keep supporting us like y'all been doing, and follow us on Facebook, and you can catch us on YouTube on this channel. You'll see the videos, but we did go live for the NFL. Excuse me, the NFL draft, and it was pretty good, man. So shout out to my boy B Bush, man, the great man. He got a whole bunch of nicknames. Ain't no telling what he gonna be. Who he gonna be that day. But hey, shout out to my boy, man. J&B, the talk of the South, man. We going all the way up, man. So y'all continue to support the channel. But also, man, hey, it's Fan of Atlanta 365, man. It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, man. Don't forget to tell everybody about the show, man. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your snake, tell your rat, and throw in your turtle if you got one, man. Tell everybody about Fan of Atlanta 365, man. So I got a few things I wanted to cover today. First I wanted to talk about, the draft. I haven't, been able to give you guys from my point of view of the draft. First, I hope y'all like this new setup and StreamYard, man. So, I'm going with this. This allows me to go live on YouTube because on YouTube you gotta at least have 1,000 subscribers. So I ain't there yet. So y'all keep hitting that sub button so we can eventually go live. But until then, man, we'll be able to go live here. So just connect with me, man. But yeah. So like I said, I want to cover a few topics today. First, I want to start off with my draft reactions and I want to give my draft grade. So as you guys know, the draft was last Thursday all the way into Saturday or Sunday. I enjoyed the draft. Like I said, me and my boy Bush, man, for J&B Sports, the talk of the South. We went live for the first round, and it was pretty good, man. But hey, I just want to give y'all my after action review. So as y'all know, man, the number one pick for the Atlanta Falcons at the number 4 pick overall was the tight end Kyle Pitts out of Florida, man. So y'all already know how I felt about Kyle Pitts. Been the cheerleader for us to draft Kyle Pitts at number 4 and not trade back, because I felt like Kyle Pitts, to me, is the best thing in this draft. He has the higher ceiling, in my opinion. A lot of people are saying that the Falcons should go quarterback, the Falcons should go this position, they should go defense. For me, it was a can't miss. You had to go Kyle Pitts because when you look at the other positions, like i.e. quarterback, any defensive player, I just felt like when you look at Kyle Pitts, even if you look at the receiving players that came out, to me, Kyle Pitts would have been the sure thing for me. And I feel like you can't find another Kyle Pitts. He only come one in a lifetime, man. One every blue moon. So, I think Kyle Pitts was a great pick. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons for taking that, for making that pick, man, because I just feel like Kyle Pitts is going to fit this offense so well. We got Arthur Smith as the new head coach, also running that offense, and he loves that double tight end. He like to run 2 tight end sets. So Kyle Pitts is going to be perfect. He going to put the ball in Kyle Pitts' hand. He can do a lot of things. He can line up anywhere on the field, whether it's tight end, slot, outside. It doesn't matter. I think this guy's going to be, he's going to be he going to imagine him, Julio Jones, and Calvin Ridley with Matt Ryan throwing that ball, man. Hey, the ball is about to spread. We already know it. Matt Ryan love his tight ends. We know he loves his tight ends. So it's only right that the Atlanta Falcons brought in Kyle Pitts. And I don't even call him a tight end because I don't see him as a tight end. It's just a tight end. I see him as a playmaker. So he can be on, he can be a receiver slash tight end. To me, I don't even give him a position. I just say, hey, he's a pass catcher who can do it all, man. So I like Kyle Pitts at number 4 overall. Next, in the second round with the 40th pick, the Atlanta Falcons chose Richie Grant, safety out of UCF. I'm sorry, UCF. For me, that was a great pick. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When we first made that pick, we traded back for him with the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos picked up Javonte Williams, which I was one of the people who was like, "Man, we got to get Javonte Williams." But I'm not mad that we passed up on Javonte Williams. But during that draft, I was higher on Javon Holland out of Oregon more than I was on Richie Grant, even though I had been looking at Richard Grant as well, but I felt like Javon Hollins will be, he's the best safety in this draft, in my opinion. A lot of people had Trayvon Moore, and I was high on Trayvon Moore as well, but I felt like Javon Holland, he could do it all. But then as I started looking at it, I'm like, man, Richie Grant is gonna be a beast in this defense. We're gonna be running a lot of, man under safety in the box blitzing. We're gonna be running a lot of two high safeties. So Richard Grant is going to be the perfect player for this defense to help us get that safety position solidified. We lost Keanu O'Neal, we lost Ricardo Allen, we lost Demonte KZ. So you had to bring in some safeties. So I really love Richard Grant in this defense. I feel like he's gonna help us turn this defense around. So it was a great pick in my opinion. Uh So first of all, let me get my grades. I'm gonna get my individual grades, and I'm gonna get my overall draft grade. So for Kyle Pitts, I got to get at an A plus, man. A plus. Kyle Pitts is to me the sure thing in the draft. You couldn't go wrong with Kyle Pitts, so I got to get that one an A plus. Richard Grant, I give that the A. I give that one the A because Richard Grant is a beast. If you haven't watched his highlights, man, if you haven't watched on film on that man, go check Richard Grant out of UCF safety, man. Oh yeah, let me give y'all the height and sizes. So Kyle Pitts, 6'6", 240 pounds, very athletic, ran a 4.45 in the pro day. But for me, even if he ran a 4.7, like come on, man, that's for a 6'6" dude that's 240. That's booking, man. 4.45. Calvin, to me, I see him as a Calvin Johnson, maybe a Plaxico Burress. Somebody who just can. I mean, I think he's gonna be the next Calvin Johnson. With that size and with that speed and with the sure hands, never miss a catch in the red zone and always scored every time. I think he's gonna help this offense be able to score in the red zone, which we have lacked in the past few years. So I love Kyle Pitts. I got to get on an A plus. Richard Grant, an A. He's 6 feet, 194 pounds, can hit, can cover, can play man. I mean, he could do it all. So he's going to definitely be a plus to this defense. Moving on to the left, I have him listed as a left guard, but really he played right tackle. So I think he's going to be playing a lot of guard for this team because it's one of our holes. But Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan, man, 6'5", 320 pounds, man. He's going to be a great addition to this offensive line, which that's what we lack at on our offense. We have so many weapons. You got Matt Ryan. You got to keep Matt Ryan upright in order for us to be successful. And this guy's gonna be able to drive us, into a better running game. He's gonna be able to pass block. So I love Jalen Mayfield, especially at the round you was able to get him in the third round, 68 pick overall. I had him projected to go in the first round, but he actually slid to the third round, and the Falcons had to go ahead and make that pick, man. So that was a steal of the draft for the Atlanta Falcons to get Jalen Mayfield. To me, like I said, he's going to be a beast. And who knows? Caleb McGarry may have to watch out. I know we drafted Caleb McGarry a few years ago in the first round, with the 30, I think it was like the 31st pick or something like that. But at the end of the day, hey, if whoever made the best man win that position, so Jalen Mayfield, I got to get on the A as well, especially at the where you was able to get him. I got to get on the A. So next, cornerback Darren Hall. We dropped him fourth round, 108 pick overall. He's out of San Diego State University, standing at 6 feet even 190 pounds. To me, I think he's going to be more of a safety, not really a cornerback. If he is a cornerback, he's more of a slot. But for me, I don't really care for this pick. I'm not high on him. I actually give this one a C. For me, it was like, they picked a cornerback just because we needed some cornerback depth. So I'm not really high on him, but it is what it is. Like I said, I give him a C, man. Next, moving on to the fourth pick, 114 pick overall by the Atlanta Falcons. They selected center Drew Dalman out of Stanford. I love this pick. I think he's going to be a great addition to this offensive line as well. He's going to be challenging Matt Hennessy for that starting role. Yes, we drafted Matt Hennessy last year, to be the successor of Alex Mack, but he haven't really showed us, anything to make us believe that he's the sure starter. He's the sure successor of Alex Mack. So now you bring in Dalman, who's going to challenge him for that starting role as center. And I like him, man. He looks like he's going to be a beast. He's going to be able to stop. He's going to be able to create holes for the running back and pass protect. So, I can't wait to see him get out there and challenge Matt Hennessy for that starting role. But he's 6'3", 295 pounds, a little bit on the small side, but at the same time, they're going to beef him up a little bit more, but at the same time, at center, him standing 6'3" is a great size for Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan is 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", so he can still see over the line, and he don't have to worry about the center being in his sight picture. So I like this pick. Like I said, I got to get this in a B. Drew Dalman, I like him, man. So I can't wait to see him compete. Next, with the fifth pick with the 148 pick overall, the Atlanta Falcons select defensive tackle Taquan Graham out of University of Texas, defensive end. So I'm okay with this pick. I like this pick. I'm sorry, he's a defensive tackle. I like this pick. Maybe I want to see him compete against hopefully a Marlon Davidson and a John Kaminsky. Who gonna pair it with Grady Jarrett, man? You just need somebody who can pair it with Grady Jarrett. He's gonna actually come in and compete and see what he can do. But I did like him at Texas. He was a run stopper. Really didn't like just do anything great, but he was he did a lot of things pretty good. So I do like Taquan Graham. I mean 6'4", 293 pounds. Nice size on him, nice height on him. So we'll see what he could do. But if I had to give it a grade, I'm giving it a C minus. Not really high on him, but I definitely think he will be he could offer some a chance to challenge to be that next defensive tackle that can help us with Grady Jarrett. Next, defensive end. I can't even pronounce this guy name. I'm just gonna call him a OGD Dagi or something like that. So he's out of Notre Dame. He's a defensive end, standing 6'4", 268 pounds. I kind of like him. I'm not. I've been watching a lot of highlights on him. He's pretty good. He's not really like an edge rusher in my opinion. I think probably they can move him. Well, I think he's going to be on the outside. It's just that, yeah, he's going to be on the outside. It's just that I don't see him as just a pass rusher. I think he's going to provide some great depth. But I think he's more of a camp body in my opinion. I don't really think he's going to make the team. Unless he just surprised everybody. But he was our first compensatory pick. So the Atlanta Falcons had an extra pick, and maybe he could fit Dean Pease defense. Maybe Dean Pease can help him become a beast. But at the same time, I see him more of as a count body. So I got to give him a D pickup for me for the grade. Not really a solid pick for me. Next, fifth round. 183rd pick overall, the Atlanta Falcons select cornerback Avery Williams out of Ohio State University. Standing at 5'9", 197 pounds. Again, one of those picks where I'm like, I'm not really high on him. Don't really see nothing spectacular about him. So I got to get that one a D as well. But I do know, you can't have too many cornerbacks. We just gonna see what happens, when camp time start. But the Falcons, another one, their last compensatory pick, so that's who they chose. So we'll see what happens. But right now I gotta give it a D. And last, we ended the draft in the 6th round with the 187th pick overall. The Atlanta Falcons select wide receiver Frank Darby out of Arizona State University. So I actually like this pick. I think Frank Darby is going to be the steal for the Atlanta Falcons. Right now, he's not really that good at anything except for going deep. But at the same time, I feel like if Julio Jones get his hands on him, you see what Julio Jones does. He makes a lot of these receivers great, man. That's on our team. When you look at Calvin Ridley, when you look at Russell Gage, when you look at Christian Blake, Alameda Zaccheaus, you could tell the Julio effect in the locker room and also in practice of helping these guys get better at their, I mean, we know that they're not really going to be great receivers, but he gets the best. He pulls that full potential out of them. And we already know Matt Ryan like to spread the ball. So I definitely see, Frank Darby probably being one of them, receivers that come out of nowhere. You never know, but I do like Frank Darby. But if I had to give him a grade, I would give him a C. So that rounds off the draft grades. So let me give you guys my overall draft grade for the overall, for the Falcons. To me, I would give them an A-. The reason why is because Kyle Pitts A+, Richard Grant A, Jalen Mayfield A. You hit on those top 3 picks, and then you came in the fourth round. Fourth round, you picked a Drew Dalman, who I gave a B to, and of course, you had like 2 Ds, and then you had 2 Cs. So I believe that this was a pretty good draft by the Atlanta Falcons. You could tell that Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith, along with Dean Pease, did their homework, and they picked the guys who they wanted and the guys who they wanted to, like, not only rebuild but also give us an opportunity to win, now. Like, we're in a win now mode, which brings me to my next topic. I want to just go ahead and cover this topic since I started talking about it. So I don't know if you guys heard Arthur Smith's comments. He was asked about, what he, like, do he think this team is in a rebuilding mode? Whatever the reporter asked him, and he responded by saying, if the Atlanta Falcons hired us to rebuild, they picked the wrong guys. So as you can see the quote at the bottom, Atlanta Falcons hired the wrong guys if they want to rebuild. We not in rebuild mode. We are in, hey, let's rejuvenate. Let's get this team back to the Super Bowl. We was just in the Super Bowl, what, 4 years ago? So we haven't changed that much. It's just that coaching was our problem, not executing was our problem. When you look at last year, a lot of those games we should have won. We was in pretty much 6 of those games we should have had. We could have been in the playoffs last year. So for me, I think when you add Arthur Smith to help this offense, because he's an upgrade from what's his name, Dirk Cutter. He's a sure upgrade. So he's going to get this offense going. When you look at the defensive side of the ball, Dan Quinn wasn't good he never had our defense good. He only had a good 1 year. I think it was in 2015 where we ranked eighth defense in the overall. But even still, we didn't do anything. So I think Dean Pease, coming out of retirement, he has never, I repeat, he has never been fired. Never been fired from his position. He have coached in Baltimore when they had Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. He have coached the New England Patriots in the early 2000s when their defense was like, a monster. And then he also coached the Tennessee Titans back when Arthur Smith was there. And we see what the Tennessee Titans was able to do those 2 years they went to the playoffs. He retired, and he came out of retirement because Arthur Smith was the head coach, and he wanted to coach with Arthur Smith, under Arthur Smith. And where else would he want to be than to come to the Atlanta Falcons and know that this is my defense? Arthur Smith have given all rights to Dean Pease to control the defensive side of the ball. Arthur Smith said, I want to only control the offensive side of the ball. Let me bring in somebody who knows defense, who knows how to build a defense, and who knows how to win with a defense. So he brought in Dean Pease, and I really enjoy this, this coaching staff. For me, this front office is great, and the coaching staff is great. So I agree with Arthur Smith, man. Hey, if Atlanta Falcons brought me in to rebuild, they brought the wrong guys in, because these guys are looking to win now and not later. So as you can tell, look at our draft picks. We brought in guys who can help this team right now. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this draft. They did a great job. Shout out to Arthur Smith. Shout out to Terry Fontenot. Shout out to Dean Pease, man. They did a great job. Awesome job, for this draft. So, which leads me to my last topic, the off-season grades. So when I think of the off-season, I'm thinking of it in all totality. That's the hiring of Terry Fontenot, the hiring of Arthur Smith, Dean Pease, plus the free agencies they was able to bring in, and also the draft. And then I'll cover some of the undrafted free agents that you should look out for. But right now, I just want to talk about the overall offseason grade. So we bring in, like I said, Terry Fontenot from the New Orleans Aints, from the enemy team to be the new GM of the Atlanta Falcons. I enjoy him. I'm gonna be real. I enjoy him because he's a black man. So we finally, breaking that line of not having a black GM. He's gonna be a great GM for the Atlanta Falcons. He knows the Atlanta Falcons went against us, and now he can give us some insight on what the New Orleans Aints are doing. He knows this division because he been in it for a long time. So I love that. I love that one. You bring in Arthur Smith as a coach, head coach, offensive genius. We saw what he was able to do in Tennessee with Derrick Henry. He revitalized Ryan Tannehill. And you look at AJ Brown, and he had what's the other receiver? Can't remember his name right now. And then you saw what he was able to do with Jonnu Smith. So I actually like this pickup as a head coach to replace Dan Quinn, because we haven't had an offensive minded head coach in a long time. So I enjoy. I'm really I can't wait to see what Arthur Smith gonna do with this offense. But I actually like that pickup. And then Dean Pease to round it off for the coaching staff. I mean, come on, man. Like I said before, never been fired from any position. Always had some of the top defenses in NFL history. And so it's only right that he get this defense together, man. We got talent on this defense. We just got to put it together. And as you can tell in this draft, they went out there and got them some Dean Pease guys. So I can't wait to see what Dean Pease is going to do with this defense. And then when you look at some of the free agency pickups, we brought in Deron Harmon, safety out of Detroit, played for New England. We brought in Eric Harris out of Las Vegas Raiders. He's going to be a veteran in this locker room, along with Harmon. We brought in Fabian Mora, cornerback. I think he's probably going to play some slot. He may play some outside. Depends on if Denard can pick back up where he left off before he got injured. But he's definitely going to compete. We brought in what's his name? Josh Copeland. Can't if I got his name wrong, I know it's Copeland. Brandon Copeland. I'm sorry, Brandon Copeland, linebacker. He's gonna add depth to this offense, to this defense. Dean P is gonna have us playing some 3-4, man. He's gonna mix it up, but we definitely gonna be in that 3-4. We brought in Jonathan Hankins, big defensive tackle. I think that lets you know we playing some 3-4, man. We definitely playing some 3-4. Barkevius Mingo, who can rush out the edge at a 3-4 standing linebacker position. We brought in who else did we bring in? We brought in Josh Andrews, a guard or center, whatever he could play. He's going to be out there competing. We want to solidify this offensive line. We brought in Mike Davis, bruiser running back from Georgia, went to UGA, man, played with Carolina Panthers. We saw how he could run up close, and we brought him in. And then also we brought in Cordell Patterson, a return man, can play receiver, can play running back, gives you that speed, gives you that elusiveness, and then give you a punt returner and kick returner. So I definitely enjoy that pickup as well. And I think I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody. If I am, y'all know where I'm going. But so that's the free agency. And then when we look at the draft, like I just gave y'all an A- for the draft, overall draft grade. To me, if I had to give this offseason an overall grade, with including the coaching offseason moves, which is free agency, and then also your drafts, I got to give this an A, man. I got to give it an A for the offseason for the Atlanta Falcons overall. They did a great job this season. I can't wait to see what happens in the regular season, but the off season they killed it, man. They killed it with. And then when you look at, we started off with really no money, and look what we was able to bring in. It ended up working out in our favor, as including the draft position that we had. So we did a great job, man. I gotta, my hat go off to them guys, man, doing their thing, man. And last, I want to end it up with talking about some of the undrafted free agencies you should look out for, who I think are gonna be some steals that we were able to pick up. So first, I want to start off with running back out of Louisville, Javian Hawkins. I like him. He's a speedster, man. Speed guy. We need somebody. We've been needing a speed running back. We had a lot of bruisers and we got a lot of balance type running backs, but we haven't had a speedster. So this guy is going to give us that speed that we've been looking for. He's going to be able to change up the game, change up the running. And you add him with Mike Davis, and Alton Smith said, "Hey, I don't want no Derrick Henry. I want to win with a running back by committee." So he's definitely on that bandwagon. And now when you look at this running back group, you got Mike Davis, you brought in Javion Hawkins, you got you still have Brian Hill, Quadre Olison. So you still have, your guys, but then also you bring in another running back that you should look out for. Caleb Huntley out of Ball State, man. A beast. Power bruiser. He coming through that hole with bad intentions, man. So he's my second still of the undrafted free agency. Y'all gotta go check that man out. To me, I like him. I love him. I think he's gonna be able to make this team if he can translate that into the NFL, what he was doing at Ball State. And last undrafted free agency that I think it was a good pickup for the Atlanta Falcons is quarterback Felipe Franks, out of Arkansas, played at Florida back in Kyle Pitts. I think was a freshman, so he's familiar with Kyle Pitts. But a lot of people think that we should have went quarterback, and I was one of the ones who I wanted Kellen Mond, I wanted Jamie Newman, somebody out of that draft. But unfortunately, we didn't get one of those guys, so we had to wait until we got into the undrafted free agencies, and we picked up Felipe Franks. I like him, man. To me, I think with some, with Matt Ryan helping him, grooming him, I think we may have our next franchise quarterback. I'm not gonna say he's maybe a franchise quarterback, but I definitely think he could probably win that second string job. Depending on what he do, man, he's going to be competing against AJ McCarron. That's another guy who we brought in during we pretty much brought in just now during the draft. AJ McCarron, AJ McCarron, I don't really have high hopes for him, but I do understand the pickup. Maybe Arthur Smith can make AJ McCarron into like the next Ryan Tannehill. So I don't know, but I definitely like Felipe Franks to come in and compete for that second position, second string quarterback position, and we're gonna just see what happens, man. Matt Ryan gonna be grooming him up, and hopefully he can be our next franchise quarterback. I don't know, we'll see. But those are my steals of the undrafted free agency. Of course, the Falcons picked up a lot of them, but if I had to say who I think who I'm keeping my eyes on, it's gonna be Javion Hawkins, Caleb Huntley, and Felipe Franks, man. But hey, man, this concludes the video, man. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys like this new platform that I'm doing. I like it. It's very slick. I like it. As you can see at the bottom, you can see I got the little ticker going on, man. Welcome to Fan of Atlanta. Welcome back to Fan of Atlanta 365. Don't forget to support the channel by liking, sharing, comment if you got something to say, and also hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button for your boy, man. But hey, until then, hey, it's been your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, and I just want to let y'all know, man, Fan of Atlanta 365 is back, man. We back for season 2. So continue to support the channel like y'all been doing, man. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your snake, tell your rat, and throw in your pet worm if you have one, man. Tell everybody about Fan of Atlanta 365. Don't forget to support the other show, J and B, the Talk of the South, man, sports podcast with me and my boy B Bush, man. B boy, B whatever, man. Whatever he want to be. Y'all, man, y'all definitely support us, man. We'll be on YouTube starting sometime soon. But until then, catch us on Facebook, and you can also catch us live on this channel as well as we we talk our talk, man. And we continue to build that chemistry and grow our channel. So, man, hey, Until next time, man, it's brotherhood and brotherhood I trust, man. It's Rise on Nation, man. Hey, it's been your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, man. Another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. Hey, until next time, man. I'm out.